What's it been like to get in this building and see where your workplace is going to be?
It's been good, just getting acclimated with everything around, like the facility, meeting everybody. Since I've been there, everything's been like a pleasant experience.
In the last few months have been so much about business, but to be able to get back on the field soon with this team now, how excited are you for that moment?
I mean, everybody should be excited to start playing football again, no longer running 40s or doing broad jumps or verts, none of that. It's time to just, put the pads on and make some plays. So I'm very excited for that.
Tatum Bethune had a ton of nice things to say about him. What can you say about him?
He's a leader. He's a hard-working guy. He's smart. He's very humble. But at the same time, he's confident. And he's a positive guy. Even when things can go left or kind of hit a bump in the road, he always look at things in a positive light. So
it's kind of nice to know that you have a guy that you're familiar with in the classes with you.
Yes, it is, because we done been in that fire before with each other. We done won together, done lost together, did everything. So just knowing that I got a brother from back at the crib, it mean a lot.
Seems like he can really hit too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been on the field with him during some of those hits that we've seen on highlight tapes. But what is it like to play defense with kind of a throwback kind of player like that?
He's a tone setter. If the defense needs a spark, he just go, smash somebody. It's crank everybody up, everybody get turned up. He's a tone setter. He brings energy to the defense, and he brings a type of mentality and old school smash mouth football type of mentality to the defense.
Have you gotten a chance to talk to any of your new teammates? And if you haven't, who are you most excited to maybe talk to, ask questions from?
I ain't talked to too many of them. Like a few guys that I met in the locker room and stuff, I talked to them. Talked to a few of the other rookies. I just want to pick the older secondary and older vets. I just want to pick their brain a little bit. Let them tell me things about the league, or just help me process things faster. Really.
Have you watched much of Charvarius Ward and Diamond Lenore?
Yeah. I done seen them guys play. They're good corners. I actually got a teammate, Jerry Jones, and he always talking about Ward. He's always talking about him because I guess they both from Mississippi. And I see that he had a real good season. I believe it's the past season. I'm just ready just to pick their brain, just learn as much as I can from them, because they vets and they've been here before me. So.
Has it been an adjustment coming to California at all yet? I know it's new, but are you ready for it?
It wasn't. I ain't really do nothing to really see the adjustment yet. I just know there ain't no houses in hills in Florida, and it's hotter than this and way more humid than this. I know that. That's one thing I do know.
Do you have a sense of how your style of play will fit with this defense and kind of what you bring to the table, how it fits with what the 49ers want you to do?
It's a hungry, aggressive, attacking defense, and I feel like I have those traits, to do whatever I can do to help the team out.
What's the playbook like, assuming you've got to look at some of the defenses? Did it jump out as wow, that's complicated, or no, this is all right?
Yeah, it's not too complicated. It's not too complicated.
You were the only guy in the draft class who only went to one college. You stayed all 5 years at Florida State. Were you ever tempted to go? Obviously, in today's age, you can't move around. Were you tempted to go, and why did you stay?
I definitely was tempted to go, but Florida State was a dream school, and I believed in staying loyal to what I committed to. And then when things get hard, that just don't mean just up and leave and run away from the challenge. So I really just decided to stand in the paint, and I just knew that I could bet on myself. I knew that I had coaches standing behind me, and I knew we was all working towards a goal. So I just kept putting one foot in front of the other, and I worked for everything I wanted.
I worked for Norvell quite a bit back in Memphis before he went to FSU. Anything that you can speak to when you talk about now that you're here with the 49ers that maybe you've talked to Norvell and things he's said that maybe will stick with you through your career here in the NFL?
Be you. That's the main thing. He just told me, be me, be you.